All right. Hey, this is the Doug Stanhope podcast live from Shit Pistol, Arkansas, in the middle of the night in a roach-strewn Motel 6. Actually, I shouldn't even say Shit Pistol. I should actually say Lafayette. What's the
Fayetteville.
Fuck, Fayetteville. Oh. Hey, I didn't say it on stage. I fucked it up on a podcast. You can't boo me now, can you? Fayetteville, Arkansas. What's the name of the street, though? College. The Motel 6 on College. I should have known when we checked in because they have a big blown-up sign at the front desk. No refunds after 10 minutes of checking in. You check that. And I went, oh. And then as soon as we get in here, I think it was about 11 minutes, Andy said, before he said, I just stepped on 5 roaches on my floor. And I went, I stepped on 2 flies. And then I looked down and he goes, no, they're small roaches. I go, oh, maybe those weren't flies after all because my contact lenses are all gummy. Anyway, did the show in Fayetteville. Arkansas is a very underrated state. You always just, you assume it's the South, but early on I'd only played Fort Smith and Little Rock, which are just fucking dire pieces of shit. And then we played the first time at the U-Ark Bowl or the Ark Bowl, whatever they called it, a few years ago. I'm here with Junior Stopka, who's been commanded to not say shit because we have I think it's going to be a very fun podcast. A weird dude that emailed me. We've fallen for this trick before, but I pre-screened this guy like Will from Howard Stern. And now I know how to work it both ways. Will taught me a lesson, and I learned a lesson from Will about how to present yourself before an interview. I don't even fucking remember your name.
Shane Steddum.
Shane sent me an email, and I go, this sounds like a great story. And he also said, well, I've done a podcast, and I've done this. I'm like, this guy can probably talk on mic. Because we got fucked over before with people, this is my great story. And then we do a podcast where they go, we went to school with that girl that ate a baby, but we just read it in the paper. Well, you said you knew a girl that ate her own baby. And I'm just coming off of fucking acid. I'm still tripping. And then you have nothing but you read it in the paper after you graduated, you cocksucker. I didn't say that. They're still in the death pool. They're good people, but they can't tell a story. Shane.
Yeah.
Arkansas. How's the story start? I'm just going to let Shane tell the beginning of the story.
All right.
You're 25 years old.
Something like that.
At that time.
I forget. Yeah, something like that. It was about 96 during the reign of Mad King George II, our governorship. He was governor at the time. And one night I basically was heading to work and...
Eat the mic.
Yeah.
Chaille's not here with the headphones. So
okay. Yeah, I think I have mine at home said different. So head to work, co-worker had got the shit beat out of her by her boyfriend.
Where were you working?
Telemarketing place in Denton,
Eat
Texas. Telemarketing place in Denton, Texas. And basically we decided, we'll take her home, get her a safe place.
Wait, a telemarketer beat the shit out of someone?
No. Her.
You have to work with me drunk.
I get to work, co-worker, crying, what's up? Boyfriend beat the shit out of her again. Okay, he got arrested this time only because he threatened the cops. They were going to send her back upstairs while he's trying to throw her into moving traffic and kill her. They witnessed it, and they gave her a pamphlet on domestic violence, said, why don't y'all go work it out? And she said, no, I want to press charges. Well, they threatened to arrest her for being a hostile victim. And then the minute that he said, fuck you motherfuckers, I'll kill you. Oh, you've threatened an officer.
I just want to say, it's been a long time since I worked Denton, Texas.
Yeah.
And you realize those were the early days. Mm-hmm. Me with a mullet with CW Kendall gigs where you're working Nacogdoches and Longview and all these like scary fucking places, especially when you're 25. I was 25 at the time ish. And So now I forget those places really exist till I talk to you. Where now I'm working in Austin and fucking Dallas, and I forget those people are still fucking awful.
Yeah.
Tonight we're in Fayetteville where I worked a fish restaurant. It's fucking great. We had a blast. Me and Andy Andrist and Junior Stopka. But those people don't come out. I'm sure if I was that same long-haired kid working in Fayetteville for just comedy night, I'd go, oh, shit, this might be like Denton, Texas, where you lived. Scary fucking places. Dry counties, a lot of them. So,
Right.
So you're 25 in a scary fucking place.
Right. Never been in trouble, nothing like that. So we're gonna take her home that night. And my ex-wife hounded me to get some weed. I'd already tried, and normally I had a 3-strike rule. If I try 3 times and there's a no-go, I, don't do it. It's probably going to be bunk or going to get ripped off. So I go against my principles because she's yammering in my ear.
Hey, slow it down for me.
Oh, yeah.
The 3-strike rule is if you fuck up something 3 times.
Well, if my 3 strikes was trying to score weed. If I try once, it's a no-go. 3 times, try my 3rd one, and it's a no-go. I know it's probably going to be bunk if I go a 4th.
Weed.
Right. Just it means don't get it.
I honestly have the same rule for table jokes, where if there's a bunch of people at a table and you think you have a smart-ass comment to come back with, and someone talks over you and you try a second time, if you try the 3rd time, they'll listen and not laugh.
And
I
by
honestly
then,
have that
the
rule.
point's usually forgotten.
I got it.
Yeah. So finally, I find somebody that's going to have some weed. She wants us to get weed to calm down this girl. And we got off work at 2 a.m. Not a good time to be going to score weed anyway in Denton, Texas.
Back up.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Oh,
what
Hawaii. We
gets
called
done?
into Hawaii.
Okay, gotcha.
Hawaii, a different time zone. So,
gotcha.
So we go, we get the weed, and my other rule was do not smoke in the car. And do not,
don't
not
Cheech and Chong the fucking thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And we lived out in the country. We lived in an intentional community, which is a commune. I wanted to live off grid. I was experimenting with that. So we're gonna.
My listeners know about off grid.
Right. So we're gonna smoke when we get up. Normally, we get on the dirt road.
There's
So she's
owls.
like, well,
owls are living in that outhouse. Don't.
Hey, I have an outhouse on my other land.
I'm just
fine
doing a
one,
callback for the listeners.
Absolutely, yeah. So another friend comes up, bounding up the parking lot that my wife hasn't seen in a long time. Oh, hey, let's smoke Lori out too. Let's drive around. No, it's a bad idea. My ex-wife. That's not.
Don't worry.
I don't even call her wife.
Talk to the people listening.
right.
Don't worry about the room.
Yeah,
I'm
so,
trying to ignore the fact that Junior is sleeping. It's as an artist, it's equivalent to someone sleeping in the front row of your show when they have a bed next door. But thanks for seeming so interested, you fucking lummox. Go. So Lori, your wife at the time.
Yeah. And yeah, so she wants to smoke this other girl out. Bad idea. Yammering in my ear. Okay, fine. I fold, roll it up. Don't even light it. Been out of weed for a month. I lit it. Didn't even get a hit. Lights behind me. Shit. I eat the joint. The girls are laughing, freaking out, carrying on. I'm like, calm the fuck
With
down.
fucking rollers behind you getting pulled over.
They
at
don't
night.
know it yet.
They're
like,
laughing.
What the fuck's wrong with you? I'm like, there's a fucking cop behind us. So now I'm getting shit from my ex because I'm getting pulled over. All right. So I do the noble thing and I keep the weed on me, trying to be the chivalrous one, forgetting the fact I'm dressed like a medieval sorcerer because I was also.
Wait, hang on. Pause on that part. You're dressed as a medieval sorcerer.
My other side gig was performing at a Renaissance festival. So I step out. This is Texas.
You couldn't combine the two and telemarket in the Renaissance
Well,
festival?
I was telemarketing in my medieval garb.
They
didn't mind.
Hello, I want to do a consumer survey, my lord.
It wasn't video telemarketing. They knew I had my practice earlier that day. They didn't care. So I step out and they're already they're really impressed. They smell the little bit of smoke and go, "Oh, we smell marijuana." Well, I don't know what you're talking about, sir. What's that poking out of your back? Well, I also, part of my costume had a large dagger that looked more like a dagger. You need a hammer to actually stab somebody with it. But now they have a reason to frisk me because they see something poking out of my back, which they grab it.
For the listener, I want to remind you, if you can't tell by the voice, this is a white person. If you had that dagger behind you now, you would be a White Lives Matter.
Yeah. And this is also the satanic panic never went away in certain parts of Texas.
Yeah.
I went through that
Let's
shit.
not get off topic,
Oh,
but
yeah,
you want
that'll-
me,
yeah,
you're
we'll go on for
making
4
me.
hours.
We'll do that after the show.
There you go.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
McMartin's?
I have lots of stuff on that. So now they have a reason to frisk me. What's this? Oh, it's part of my magic act. This gets written down that it is a ceremonial dagger for sacrificial purposes in the police report. So this is the beginning of what my friend called the night of my spiritual depancing. Now I'm arrested. They. He wanted to smell my breath.
What's the charge?
Oh, the charge.
Stay on mic.
Oh yeah, charges for the weed. They found the weed because now they had to pat me down because of the knife, and they're charging me for unlawful carrying of a weapon. Thank God it wasn't actually a concealed weapon.
Just to back up a minute, the year roughly. Because weed charges have fluctuated.
That's just it. In Texas, even at the time, people in Arkansas, once I got here, said they were going to send you away that long for a dime bag of weed. I'm like,
How long?
They were going to put me in jail for 1.5 years for this weed. But because the knife was there too, that was part of my costume. It was a magic prop, which had, just happened to be in there. So now I'm going to jail for the weed and the,
Hang on. No, you're going to jail for the weed. We won't edit this shit out because podcast gets fucked up. I'm just worried about you being off mic because Chaille just got back and he can put headphones off because you keep talking off mic. Making sure the levels are good. So Chaille, at some point, reach over his shoulder. So you get busted for the weed.
Yep. And the cop, what did he say? Well, he wanted to smell my breath. I hadn't even smoked any yet. It's like, oh God, this guy's baked. So now they're also going to give me a DUI, driving while intoxicated. I didn't even smoke it. I got a taste of it and had to eat the thing. And he's going on how his eyes are burning, my teeth are green. That's a sign of a chronic marijuana smoker.
That's a sign of Denton, Texas.
Right. And I had nice choppers in. I know they weren't green. So I get booked, blah, blah, blah. They're giving me shit about my magic props. How much of this magic the stuff you do is real. If only I could have done the Balducci levitation and levitated right then, I'd have had them. But spend the night in jail, very uneventful. I get out the next day. The girl I actually went to rescue bailed me out. She felt bad about it. So now it's nearly 1 year later, my court date comes up. And that was, I'd gotten a few letters from a lawyer. The lawyer I secured, I didn't know anything about being in trouble. This is the same thing I did with my first
time you've ever been busted.
First time I've ever been in trouble, yeah.
I wouldn't know shit
Had a couple
at
of
that
close run-ins, which, by the way, Officer Gulkey, they didn't find that big grocery bag of mushrooms that time. But
you keep trying to drag me off topic.
Yeah.
So stories.
Court date, I got the first lawyer who I thought he was doing a nice thing by sending me a notice in the mail. Hey, we saw you got arrested. We'd like to represent you. Okay, sure. I'll go with that guy.
Have you seen my billboard on the highway?
Right. Well, and little did I know this was a former prosecuting attorney, now defense attorney, so what's he going to do for me? He's talking about, we're going to get this dropped. I had a letter from Hawkwood, the Renfest, that the dagger was, part of my show. Even staged a picture with it, They never looked into any of this. They kept sending me notices about, you got a court date coming up. I'd call them and ask them about it. Oh, you don't have to show up. This is just paperwork.
The lawyer's telling you this.
Who's supposed to represent me.
Yeah.
Finally, I get a notice. This is the one you have to be at. Okay, what do I need to bring? Oh, nothing. Just, and I won't be there. My assistant will be there. So this guy, who's not even bar certified yet, is going to represent me. And the minute I get in there, he finds me, says, okay, here's the thing, sign this. I'm like, what am I signing? Well, you're agreeing to go to jail, county jail, starting a day for 1.5 years. And no, I'm not agreeing to that. What are we dropping here? Aren't you going to defend me? Well, this has already been decided. You should have fought this earlier if you were going to fight it. He just assumed I was going to plead guilty.
He never asked you.
No, I was never told
was.
to be there. I was told, no, you don't have to even be there for this part.
I'll just fuck you behind your
Basically,
back.
for $800, I was
shit.
getting my hand held at a sentencing. So
honestly, if I have any passion, it's the criminal justice system, the jail system, all of this shit.
Right. So,
yeah,
I start to argue with him.
Like
I'm
the night of.
I'm like, there's nothing stopping me
John
from walking
Turturro
out.
came in, but he wasn't cool. He was more worried about his eczema in your case than your guilt or innocence.
Right. Well, there's no, there's nothing stopping me from walking out. I'm like, I told him that. So he goes back to this guy who looks like a toad with a tie 3 times too tight, a roll of fat hanging over his neck, and that's the prosecutor. He's going to make a deal with him. And goes back and talks some more. I've got these letters. So finally they agree to 2.5 years of deferred adjudication. What's that mean? Apparently it's like probation. They explained to me, if you so much as get the slightest, traffic ticket, you'll go to jail for 2.5 years. Oh, fine. I'll sign anything, just keep me out of this. Oh, and it'll trump up to a misdemeanor. A lot of it was bullshit.
Wait, are you in jail this whole time?
No, I was just in court. No, I didn't have to, only spent one night, the night I got arrested. This is like 6 months later, my court finally came up, but they were going to send me down that day. So I get him to agree to 2.5 years of deferred adjudication, and I ask him, why is it so stiff for this little bit of weed? Well, that dagger charge, which they agreed to drop, but they're still holding it against me because, as he said, they think you're a Satanist. Like, well, fuck, is that illegal? Doesn't matter. They're going to hold that against you. So the guy who was beating the shit out of a girl trying to kill her got time served, 1 night in jail. They're going to put me away for a year, 2.5 years, whatever. Okay, so fine, I signed this, good. I'll stay out of jail. I'll be clean. I just got, the only thing I did was smoke weed. So I meet my probation officer 3 days later. I walk in and I'm going to be chipper. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be, this guy's going to say I'm a good guy. First thing I see tattooed on his knuckles is Jesus, which looks more like sausage because he probably looked in the mirror to put it backwards. And now it's backwards. And of course, one letter's over here and it doesn't look.
This is who?
This is the probation officer. And he's just tapping on his desk and he's built like Popeye. He looks like the world champion Olympic double-fisted masturbator because his forearms are massive and he has like skinny upper arms, and he's just sitting there glaring like someone sold his asshole shut and he's trying to pass a brick. Just drumming on the desk, and I'm like, hello, sir, how you doing? And you're like, what kind of church says you can carry a big old knife around? I'm like, what? He said, says right here you carrying a knife for sacrificing. I'm like, no, sir, that was, I gave the explanation. So you don't have any respect for the police.
Well, hang on. I'm assuming in your defense, you're saying this as a 25-year-old kid.
Yes, yeah.
You're not saying it with the confidence you do after you've told this story to a bunch of people over a course
I'm more
of
stammering,
decades.
yammering, sweating.
But I didn't do this.
Right.
Yeah.
So he said,
I know
and he goes
story.
on a rant about, well, if only my church would let me carry an AK-47, I wouldn't have to deal with half you shits. All right, fine. Okay, well, we're going to take a piss test. Okay. I'd been clean for 3 months, ready for that. I pee in this cup, and before he's even dipped the thing, he's decided I'm going to jail. And I don't even see the line. He's saying there's a line on it. And he just says right there, I'm sending you back. I don't have to.
You're the Wes Denton one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, good one, yeah. And he says, you've got 3 days to turn yourself in or we'll come get you. We know where you live, blah, blah, blah. I'm scared shitless. Little did I know that was really a big bunch of bullshit. He could have revoked the probation. I don't know. So I call my piece of shit wannabe lawyer and he says, oh, yeah, he's a good guy. Let me give him a call. Guy didn't call me back. I spend the day trying to call him back. Finally, he's like, yeah, I don't really know what to tell you. If you want me to represent you in an appeal, I'll be happy to do that. Okay, well, fuck me. I'm getting the fuck out. And not that I was afraid of anything, really thought anything was going to happen at Y2K. Okay, so this wasn't, this was coming more like 98.
All right.
Now we got it right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's getting close to Y2K. I was more hopeful. I was ready to party like it's 1599. And plus I saw this will wipe the slate clean. Good. I've got debt. I've got a warrant, that'll wipe it clean. So yeah,
that's very funny.
I had some food stored.
All this things in youth where you go, Y2K will eliminate all. I don't have to file taxes.
Right.
I'll get out. I'll get away with all this stuff.
Those too.
Computers will never catch on. This internet is a fad.
Right.
No one will ever buy the internet. Go ahead.
So at that point, because we were living on this commune sort of thing, there was a guide to intentional communities, which now the new C word for me is community. Like communes, basically. So most of these you have to,
you go on the run.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to. I'm like, I've got 3 days before they come get me. I've got
So
pigs,
where do you
goats,
find
chickens.
this commune?
I go into the book of intentional communities because we were a member of the Federation of Intentional Communities or whatever this shit is. It still exists. And looking for the nearest one that would take us immediately, which most won't. Most of them want you to, we'll schedule a visit. You can come stay for a week, see if you like us, we like you, come back, and we'll vote on you if you want to be a member. And then you pay a hefty fee. This one was like,
It's another fucking
this
podcast.
like, y'all guys
altogether.
are young? Y'all guys are young? And you've got food stored and you want to come now? Sure, come on. Should have raised a red flag. Now, they claimed that they were democratic process and all that. We get there and everybody's talking about this. I have like 3 days to pack all the essentials in my little Toyota truck, find homes for my potbelly pig who lived in the house.
You can get comfortable like Junior was. Just
this pig was, as to quote Samuel Jackson, he was 10 times more motherfucking charming than Arnold. He lived in the house and he knew we were leaving. He was sad. That was heartbreaking.
You had a
potbelly pig.
Was that? Oh, that was last night. I made a joke about a potbelly pig.
Yeah, that was tonight. Somebody in bed with their potbelly pig. Yeah, the drunk guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So we got a home for the animals, all of this shit.
Fucking potbelly pig. And that's hilarious. I just talked about that on stage as a random thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Very good.
they're like, come on. So, 3 days later, we haul ass. And the saddest thing was it was my sainted grandmother's birthday coming up, her 80th birthday. I was supposed to be there and had to just call her and go, I don't think I can make it. And I couldn't tell any of my family what's going on because my dad is Hank Hill mixed with R. Lee Ermey and would have immediately...
Good references.
He would immediately, well, now, son, you need to do the right thing and accept your lumps, and then called in the troops to find me. I mean, even I'm married and I go to visit, and when I drive home, I have to call and ring the phone once, and then he thinks, was that really him? Maybe it wasn't really him. Well, maybe, and I don't answer the phone, so he would call his state trooper friends to look up and down the highways for my body. This is as an adult, still, probably would do it. So I can't tell my family anything that's going on. I just take off. I call them when I'm about to hit the Ozarks and go, I'll let you know at some point. And they shit bricks because I'm the first one to move more than a couple of hours, from Shitsplat, Texas, And I don't know where the fuck we're going. Never, I visited Fayetteville once. And we get there to this group and we're going to head out to this place the next day.
What are they like?
Old hippies. Really soon I realized this is a retirement home for old hippies, and they were happy to have strong young backs. And so one guy
Branson of communes.
And they seemed all okay. Now the group leader
Wavy
comes
Gravy
in.
is headlining 3 nights a week.
Oh no. The group leader thought he was Ram Dass and had changed his name to Ghana.
Don't know Ram
Yeah,
Dass. Have you seen, and I'm saying this to plug it, Holy Hell?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just watched that. Netflix.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm thinking this when you go. So you go to this commune, everyone will look up Holy Hell and watch it.
Right. And most people are pretty cool. Well, now this group leader guy comes in, and of course he walks in kind of, and he's this old fat dude who has changed his name to like gonorrhea something, that's what I called him, is gonorrhea.
Are you buying him at first?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely
it's
not.
all bullshit to you.
Yeah, no,
You're
I
just
gave
on the lam from the law.
Right.
I don't want to do 2 years in jail.
Yeah, it's like they're going to take us and our dog. That was the big thing. Our dog had to come too. So, okay, we're going to be out in the middle of fuck nowhere and we'll be hidden. Good. And
She wanted the breeze, but if you have to, hang on. We already talked about that, but she hates the smoke. So it's up to you. We're going to be smoking. So.
And if they bug us, then we'll shut the door.
Yeah. And if you have to go fucking wander around the parking lot and buy whatever they're selling out there beside that jacked up Ford Tempo on blocks, All right.
So good. So
I wish we could have video of everything I'm talking about, the situation we're in a Motel 6. And
we could come back and get
I
it. I'll
called
send
it
to you.
Lafayette off the top. Don't edit that out, Chaille. I said Lafayette. She goes, no, it's Fayetteville. And I was trying to just ask for the street so we could shit on this hotel.
So,
Go ahead, Shane.
Yeah, the guys, I'm not buying it. Yeah, he's talking about the diva of the land has informed me that there shall be no meat or any animals taken from the land. I'm like, fuck you, I'm a meat eater, And first thing I do is I get out there, I kill a rattlesnake and eat it, because there's no meat. And so the next day, we're all going to head out there. All right. You have to either drive. This was land that this guy bought in the 70s. Now, this is why this area is interesting. A lot of hippies.
Tell me again where it wasn't.
This was
Fayetteville.
still
It was
northwest Arkansas, like
Okay.
what they consider the 4 northwest counties.
It's around here.
It's still the kind of, in the 70s, a lot of hippies came out here and they just sort of hybridized in with the hillbillies. And so you'll meet out in Booger County, you're going to meet Mystic Bubble McCoy and, Moonfeather Hatfield, shit like that.
Yeah.
So he bought this land back then, him and his wife homesteaded, Hippy Homesteaders. And this was remote as fuck. You had to either drive across the creek 8 times and only could get through in the driest time of the year or hike for 2 hours. And we had to hike in. This is in April, cold as shit. We hiked through, 2 hours and then walked through a creek up to our chest in the swirling water. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. These people are going to eat us. And get out there.
What were the other cult people like?
No, they were all pretty cool. Old hippies. They're just old hippies.
so
And they're kind of not really buying into old dude either.
No one's buying into it.
No, they're just kind of like,
They're
pat
just-
him on the head. He's the old chief that's going
we
to...
get a free place to live.
Right. And just take everything he says with a grain of salt.
Show up at bingo.
Right.
Every Sunday we have to go to bingo. So just show up and they'll leave
When
you
he
alone.
says Hari Om, just smile,
Got it.
Blesses you. And he pretty soon, he asked me, how do you feel about protection devices? And I said, well, if you're going to, poke a weird hole.
Protection devices?
Well, yeah, he calls them protection devices. And I think, well, if you're going to poke a weird hole, wrap that thing. He said, no, I mean firearms. I thought he meant a condom. But he's talking about guns. I'm like, oh, no, you live out in the woods, you need a gun, Okay, well, we have a few
and that's
protection
when you pull your
devices.
plastic saber out of your back and go, I got a protection device.
So what turned into a couple of shotguns within a few weeks is becoming more and more dragging in buckets and buckets of ammo and talk about the marauding bands that are going to come through and devastate us at Y2K. And then he's bringing in these
And
tubes.
page 4, it turns out he is, what's the fucking Waco guy? God damn it.
That's it. I grew up not far from Waco. So it's
Koresh,
starting to
David
get weird.
Koresh.
Yeah.
I was trying to do Paul Harvey revealing the end of the story as David Koresh, but I didn't have the reference, and that's why I stink as a comic, and I'm in a roach riddled fucking Motel 6.
So more and more, he's bringing in tubes that he would let us have weed out there. Nothing illegal out here. But bury this, sir. Yeah, I'm the strong back. Bury this, sir. Immediately. What is it? Oh, nothing. It's not illegal. Just bury it. You need to bury it now. A helicopter. You hear a plane that just shit. Bury it now. So I have no idea it was in the tubes. But I pounded. I don't know if anybody in listeners have ever tried to dig in Arkansas. You dig 2 inches and there's a slab of rock the size of a Volkswagen. You break through that and there's another fucking slab of rock. So I buried a lot of fucking ammo out in this place. Buckets and buckets and buckets. And what started off with a couple of shotguns is pretty soon this plan of every able-bodied man, woman, and child will have an AK-47 and a Tech 9. I'm like, yeah, it's time to get the fuck out of here. Where the fuck are we going to go? Well, a lady in there, her son who wanted her out of there, found out we're trying to get out. He comes out, doesn't even know us and says, come on, you can stay at my place. Get the fuck out. So now we're in Fayetteville.
What did they call those when they would rescue people from cults in the 80s?
Oh, like
or even
an intervention,
70s.
the deprogramming.
Yeah,
deprogramming.
yeah,
And there was it wasn't cultish at all. The old guy wanted to be cultish. He kept saying, "This is a plural marriage." I'm like, "Fuck you," I'm not married
even
to
in
you.
the holy hell, they try to
Right.
do that, and you're like,
It
no, you're
slowly
a fucking
works
idiot.
into it. Exactly.
You could do the same thing with Catholicism, Christianity, any fucking religion, but they're
Right.
popular, so
Sure.
race a bunch of people and this is bullshit. Stop going to church on Sunday. It's the same thing. It's just Go ahead.
Exactly. It's just a replacement. Yeah. So we get the fuck out of there. We come and stay in Fayetteville for a little while, and this couple and another couple are going out on some land, and said, "Hey, you can set up out there. You know, if you want to buy a chunk, there's other land available when you get on your feet." We've got $4. Have had $4 for the last several months. Didn't need money. We're in the middle of fucking nowhere. You know, didn't see civilization
Commune.
for a while, and I mean, this is remote. You know, didn't see anybody else. They were the only people allowed to drive in because that land was grandfathered into a wilderness preserve. But now we're in Fayetteville. They get this land out in Madison County. The horror movie Madison County was shot in this Madison County. Booger County, as they know, just down the road. That's where we've got our land. We're building a compound ourselves now. Not know anything about it. I later found out this is outlaw country. You know, I'm here on borrowed credentials that a dear friend let me. That's a real friend who lets you memorize his driver's license and social security number and all that in case a cop says, because in Texas, you get pulled over, they check everybody. You don't have your ID, you better rattle off 20 questions real quick and without stammering. So I had the shit for my magic act. I knew, you know, mnemonics, how I would remember shit. So I just had it ready to go, you know. So I've got that
You're
identity.
still worried about this warrant and doing
right.
years in prison for fucking weed.
And and back.
But this is around. That's that vague period where the internet kind of existed,
Exactly.
but not a lot of people. But
it was mostly dial-up still,
Yeah.
mostly dial-up.
Yeah.
I think high-speed was just coming around, but it was still dial-up, high-speed, exactly. Which is all we had for a long time. But where was that? Where was that?
You're
Yeah. Second. We get the fuck out of
Thanks
there.
for
We're
staying.
now we're out in Booger County. Yes, thank you. Out in Booger County, and we're looking at this land. The first night out there, okay, yeah, they've sold on the land or closed on it, and said we can set up a camper out there, stay there. Now we meet the locals. This is my first locals in Booger County I've met, and this guy rides up. Four-wheeler's coming up. We're in the dark. It's dark out there, and we hear two shots. One whizzes past us. Guy comes up on a four-wheeler. He's got a deer. He's like, "Howdy." I'm like, "Hi." He said, "Yeah, it's my hunting land." And I said, "Okay, well, we just bought this land." "Uh-huh. It's my granddaddy's land. It's where I hunt." And that's the only thing, his only response. So, "Yeah, well, we just bought it." "Yeah, it's where I hunt." Okay, this is going nowhere. "Well, I brought you a deer." Threw us a gut shot deer, which is, it's spoiled meat. And he shot it in the gut. You know, it's nothing. Okay.
one shot,
thanks.
Nicky.
Yeah.
It's a deer hunter
The
reference.
thing's still twitching, like, okay, yeah, thanks. And he drives off, shoots two more and brings them to us. Like, okay, stop. Why don't you take these? "I don't shoot them. I don't need them to shoot and be shooting them." I'm like, oh, fuck. Well, now he immediately, the next day, starts setting up his shooting range across the fence, aiming towards where we're at. Which eventually we retaliated with a lot of bottles full of dry ice and hot water that every night when he'd come home from work and fire every gun he had, they blow up. They sound like a stick of dynamite.
All right, I'm saying, okay, I get to back up. You're on the lam.
Mm-hmm.
You have $4. Where the fuck? You're out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Where do you find dry ice?
Dry ice. Oh, well, the other lady, this was later on after the other couple had established out there, when she would bring ice cream, from in town, she would pack it in dry ice. And that's where I would get the dry ice.
right.
And then we would fill these
I
full.
got my bullshit detector on all the time.
Yeah, you're right. I can back it all up. As outlandish as it sounds.
No, you're doing good.
So we would hurl those behind his trailer house and they would blow up. And then he'd shut up, for a while and stop shooting his dogs. So that was Tim we dealt with for a while. So we're in this trailer freezing our asses off. And finally I realized this isn't going to work. So I come up with an idea. I'm going to make a wigwam, not knowing how to make one. And I make them look like a giant trash bag. It was a neo-primitive wigwam wrapped in visqueen, but it was styling. Much better than the...
I won't even ask where you got the visqueen because I trust you. With this.
Yeah. I lived in that thing for 2 years, had adobe fireplace, stone floor, deer hides on the, for carpet. And so during this time, there's a place down the road called Terra Studios that they make the little glass bluebirds. You've probably seen all over. They're world famous. And they have a restaurant. And I get the idea, all right, the only means of making money I've got right now is probably my magic act. I'm going to go there and see if I can table hop. I get a gig there. So now... Oh, yeah. One thing I got to back up. At one point, that whole thing about the hippie hillbilly hybrids, I thought maybe the best way to blend in, yeah. Well, just in Arkansas in general, back in the 70s, the hippies blended with the hillbillies, so that one word name is kind of common. And my ex and I thought, how better to blend in, but to in plain sight in some fringe group that's just kind of like, yeah, okay, So I, had a lot of like different Crowley books, things like that.
Your name was Free Visqueen.
No,
your name was. How the fuck did you get dry ice?
I come up with something about. I've looked through a book one day. It's like, what is this? Nahash. What does this mean? Oh, it's the Hebrew word for serpent. Well, that sounds interesting. I'll go by that. And the first time somebody says, "Oh, you Cherokee?" No, that's Hebrew. Oh, you Jewish? Without even thinking, I went, yeah. So now have my identity, also a borrowed identity, and now I'm Jewish, and now I'm living in a wigwam, thinking I'm completely hidden out, scared shitless of cops. Anytime we do go out anywhere, I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, it's a cop, and because shit I dealt with in high school, locker rooms and all that, jail is gonna be, no, and I'm just not going.
I'm a fucking grown adult making a good living. I'm a homeowner.
Yeah.
I do nice things in my community. I see a cop. I'm fucking terrified. I have nothing on me. I haven't done anything illegal. I'm fucking terrified. And that's not what cops should represent.
No, that night, nobody protected and served.
There's a reason that you're terrified of police.
Mm-hmm. And especially
that's their
Texas.
fucking problem to fix. And then
Especially
when Dallas
Texas.
happens, that's your PR problem. But go ahead.
But my first encounters with cops in Arkansas, holy shit, they were people. That's where I live now. Right.
I live in a small town.
The way
where
it describes is very similar.
You meet everybody. You know their people. This all boils down to every conversation we have with Chad Shank and myself drunk. Well, it's too many people because when we live, we know the cops there. They're human beings, and they're not, and they have to act responsible in the same way. They can't go to Safeway if they kill an unarmed black youth.
Right. Small town, it definitely is different.
Happened one
but
time.
But I think I'm completely hidden
gone.
out there, and I
go
go to the little country store, which everybody's sort of accepted. Okay, they don't really say a lot about themselves. They're probably hiding out. It's outlaw country. They know it. And another could be a whole podcast about our outlaw sheriff, the outlaw sheriff that went for 30 years. But I'm standing out there outside the little store, and here comes a cop, pulls up. I'm like, oh, fuck. And he starts walking, does a beeline, walking right towards me. I'm like, oh, shit.
Hang on.
Hey, how you doing?
You're a long hair now.
Yeah.
Right now you look like...
I'm looking more hillbilly. I look like I blend in at that time. But still,
I was going to say Hank Williams III, but I don't even know he's a long hair. But yeah, you look like a gorgeous dude hillbilly
I don't know about that.
any chick would want to fuck just because of your accent and your tan, leathery, like outdoor worker tan.
Sure, that sounds wonderful. But in reality. So I'm standing there, and here comes the cop.
But no, my question was, were you a long hair then?
Oh, yeah.
Did you stand out?
Yeah, I have been. Oh, yeah. I always stood out, even if I tried to fit in.
But you're in a hippie kind of community.
Here kind of blend in.
That's why I'm asking.
And the local store owner, everybody, see me come in. They're kind of accepting me. Okay, this guy living out in the woods. And I think I'm hidden.
But cops know.
Cop comes right up, introduces himself, and, hi, my name's, I throw off the borrowed credentials. You going to be warm in that thing you're staying in? There's no road to the thing I'm going in. There's a foot trail out in the hills. And I'm like, yes, sir. Okay, got a good storm coming in. Make sure you got enough wood. I'm like, thank you. And you have any trouble with that neighbor of yours? Here's my card. There's my cell number. Call me. First time I ever had a cop actually offer help like that. And every one since it was fine.
Makes a difference.
So, and then that brings this, that builds up to the next cop story. The frisking, the night that Harpo got frisked. So, I get this gig table hopping at this restaurant, living in a wigwam. I've got
table
suits.
hopping. Is that busing?
That's going to doing magic, table to table.
All right,
up close,
got it.
Yeah, close up magic. So, and now before I decide to do I don't perform as myself usually doing magic. I'll do a character. That's the Renfest. So now I'm thinking, what kind of character I could do? I'll be British. So now I'm this guy's borrowed credentials.
Oh,
I'm Jewish.
Hang on. You're doing table magic in a restaurant.
Yeah.
And you go, how can I make this even more annoying? British accent.
Exactly.
I will be the most annoying person. Could I spit in your lunch as well for the hat trick?
And my British accent is all learned from Monty Python skits. But I'm pulling it off
Give
with
him
the
a
locals.
fucking book, because he's obviously not read my book. There's too many fucking parallels.
Oh, I bought
here.
one. You signed it.
Well, read it, because there's a lot of parallels in this.
So I start doing this British magic act there. The chef was on the whole time. He knew it the whole time. I thought I was fooling everybody. So now, to some people, I'm this Jewish hillbilly hippie. Other people,
British,
I'm,
British Jewish.
If a cop pulls me over, I'm my friend Brian. If and if I'm in the restaurant, I'm this British guy named Nigel Bamberg with a suit that would rival anything you have, and those fucking tweed. I found it in a thrift shop with those tweed hats from the Monty Python that has no bill that just gets down, and so I'm coming and doing this act. And now one night I was working with one of these other people who had bought the land, letting us stay there, built a wigwam on, working in Fayetteville, doing some paint work. Assholes driving back through Elkins, which is, in the year 2000, was a book of top 10 lists, and it was the number 2 worst speed trap in the country. The speed limit would go 55, 25, 35, 45, 25. No. And they were just waiting behind those signs. And of course, in my situation, driving through Elkins, it was don't breathe, asshole pinched for the next 2 miles. And then finally, okay, good.
I'm 25 years on the road. I still feel like that.
Oh, sure.
Chaille and I, this tour between Amarillo and Oklahoma City, there was cops. There's nothing on the Rand McNally Truckers Road Atlas. There's not a town listed between Amarillo and Sayre, Oklahoma, which is like 90 miles. And we saw 6 different cops pulling people's shit out. They're tearing people's vehicles, having them fucking on the car or handcuffed. I'm still fucking terrified.
Oh yeah, no. In Oklahoma, one time I got pulled over in 2-tone purple bell bottoms, trying to explain to the cop, I don't smoke marijuana, sir, with copies of High Times in the back end. And as he searched the car, I forgot my iguana was in there, and he just thought it was plastic, picked it up, and it slapped the fuck out of him across the tail. He came out with it looked like he got hit by a whip. He's like, is that poisonous? Like, oh yes, it can be. It didn't bite you, did it?
Iguana lives matter. That's right. Today he just opened fire.
I was afraid he was going to shoot it. Yeah, but
the funny thing is, it wasn't till like the last 5-6 years I started wearing purple fucking bell bottoms.
Oh yeah, no, I only wear it if it's out of style. Like this buckle.
Yeah, you were in character then. Now I'm just just trying to remind myself that I'm a comedian by wearing stupid shit, so I don't take myself too seriously.
So this town Elkins, we're driving through there, and the asshole's speeding. I'm like, dude, slow down. My situation. Fucking slow. Oh no, man! If you go under the speed limit, they think you're hiding something. Go over the speed limit, they think you're cool. You ain't worried. We passed by a state trooper. I'm like, motherfucker, slow down. Well, maybe we can get on up here, and he'll get enough cars between us, he'll give up. I'm like, it's Elkins. At 9 o'clock, he has nothing to do. So the lights are on, and the guy keeps going, and he's trying to speed up, and I'm about to punch the fucker. Finally pulls over, a couple of miles out of town. I mean, it was almost a chase. And I'm like, that's it. I'm going down. Okay, I'm going to run and let him shoot me in the back because I'm not going to jail, I've got all my shit.
Hang on. Just for how many years has it been, or months or whatever?
This has been maybe a year.
How long have you been on the lam?
About a year. Okay. So now he pulls us over. Questions him, the cop's pissed. And he's, I didn't see you, sir. He just plays stupid.
He is stupid.
Yeah, he was stupid. Yeah, he wasn't playing. It was method acting. So then he asked me, you have any ID, sir? I've just come here. I'm trying to get work here. Well, I gave him the whole rundown. Spouted everything off.
Are you doing this in the British accent in the
outfit?
I've just come off the boat, my love.
And sounding a bit Jewish. Yeah, sounding scared and Jewish, yeah, too.
I've just come off the boat, Shmushka.
Shloimi. So he asked me to step out of the car. I give him the credentials, and he goes back. And I know he's just playing because this guy's credentials are good. He comes back, They don't know who you are. Nothing came up. Well, I don't know what to tell you, sir. You know, you want my social security number? I got that too. Well, it's not necessary. So explains to me, look, I don't want to arrest you. I have no interest in arresting you. I want to go home, but I don't know if you're hiding a wallet on me. So and he was so nice about this. Here's what I'm going to do. I want you to put your hands behind you. Oh, by the way, before he went to the car, I remembered, there's a one-hitter pipe I have on me. That should go away. I just got it out of my pocket about the time he walked up, and the whole time I've got it finger palmed like a cigarette. You know, it's a magic
Table
move.
magic?
Yes.
Yep.
I've got the thing palmed and
Put it in your fake thumb.
right, hoping I can get rid of it. And he explains he's going to go through my pockets, and it's like, something told me to get that fucking thing out. I don't believe in premonitions, any of that shit, but that day I did, and I was thanking God.
I
It's
did
all
that
over the
bit
place.
about that
Yeah.
tonight.
Right,
It's
yeah, I
being
was not an
worked out.
atheist that night.
Yes,
So he explains he's going to gently hold my hands behind my back as he feels to make sure I'm not hiding a wallet or a weapon. And he starts to pat me down, and now I've got a motorcycle jacket that the lining is torn out, and I have no idea what's fucking fallen inside the back. And he reaches in like, what's this? I'm like, I don't know. And he pulls out, there's some rope. Well, some of my magic shit's in there. So he starts to pull the rope, and he pulls the rope, and he pulls the rope, and he pulls the rope, and finally he pulls it out with a big pair of boxer shorts on the end. And
then a dove flies out, and he says, "Ta-da!"
And he starts to just pull shit out of my pocket. So shit's falling in the liner. He pulls out a copy of Hustler. There is laying up there. Because I had to hide the Hustler from my ex-wife. So it's hidden in the
Chaille,
liner
at
of
the
my
end of
leather
this,
jacket.
remind me of the Hustler story. I don't want to interrupt him, but go ahead.
And by now he's pulled out a miniature rubber chicken, a whoopee cushion, a severed fake finger, a waterfall deck of cards that's stringing everywhere, another miniature deck of cards that falls out. Now he's trying to hold my fingers
He's
together.
doing magic for himself. He's like, I don't get it. How did you do that? How did I do that?
The feather flowers was the next thing. They just weren't in there that night, unfortunately. So now the cards are blowing. He's trying to hold my hands together while he's picking up miniature cards. I'm going, fuck, don't find the pipe, because I dropped the pipe at that point. And now I'm sweating because he's going to come across the pipe. He manages to get all the cards, and I'm just like, oh, it's okay. Those are good. Those are disposable. I don't need them. Gets everything together, piles it all up, looks at it a minute, said, all right, get your shit together, get your ID. I don't want to see you again. And, take your shit home, bozo. And, yeah, that was fun. That got me out of, and I had a few other times of hiding, in the woods.
How long did you spend on the road?
I spent 2 years in that
on the
wigwam.
lamb, I should say.
9. It was finally 9.
And so this is year 1. What was
Right.
what were the other?
Well, the other years here, I'm trying to
Hang
fly
on,
under
I'm
the
trying
radar.
to do 1 + 9. 8. How many? What'd you do with the other 8 years? Sorry, I had to do math.
Well, after it turned out one of the other people on the land had confessed that he was a child molester also. Well, I don't want to live out the fuck out here. That was the guy who almost got me arrested that night by
I
driving
don't want to
too fast.
rat you out,
Yeah, right.
but I want to rat you out. Like, you're the worst person.
Oh, yeah, no, try to
But
do
if I
that.
rat you out, you're going to rat me out.
Exactly. So that's immediately what he's going to do. The
I-
minute he confessed to me and I didn't give him a hug, he's going to rat me out. I got to get the fuck out. So a dear friend who
I'll just drop this in. I had a
oh no, I've smeared his name all over the fucking place.
No, I had a similar situation on a very small level where
Yeah.
I broke down in the middle of nowhere and someone picked me up and they were immediately the most racist person in the world.
Oh, yeah.
It's just. And you go, okay, I'm in Roswell, New Mexico,
Yeah.
30 miles outside of Roswell. I need to get to the gig, and I'm hitchhiking, and you pick me up, and then you're being fucking homophobic or
Right.
racist. And why are you wearing an earring? Are you a faggot? You know what?
No, it means I killed a guy in prison, right?
And then
Yeah,
this nigger racist faggot, and I'm like,
Right.
all right, you threw me a fucking lifeline to get me to this gig. I made the gig. I shut my mouth.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was something he had done before. If there was anybody, but yeah, I made sure people were watching his ass, and they do. He doesn't leave the mountain anymore. He can't.
Like Holy Hell, the
Exactly.
documentary I keep plugging.
Exactly.
Yeah, that guy's still out there, still got followers.
Yep.
He's in Hawaii.
So,
Find him, ruin his life.
So yeah, I had one other. As I'm trying to fly under the radar, here I am with a magic act, and almost got to, I had an opportunity to sue the fuck out of a state representative who caused my head to catch on fire. And as I was doing dinner theater.
He calls to...
No, he caused my head to catch on fire by messed with my props. Drunk senator, a drunk state representative who would come in with a country club as I'm doing my magic act.
Yeah.
We did a dinner theater one night. $20, you come in, you get dinner theater, blah, blah, blah. Nobody sits back here. This is, you're able to see secret operations. Drunk fucks come in because this is a state rep.
Wait,
They're
you
gonna
mean
let
magic is a trick?
Yeah. I didn't want you to see the demon back there.
You're
make it
no
happen,
sorcerer after all. My friend found out.
So I'm trying to do my act. They let these fucking drunk country club people in who are like, he's hiding behind it. They're exposing everything I'm doing. In between sets, I'd done 2 shows a night for the last 3 weeks. In between sets, if they fucked up the first show, my fire eating act, eating fire is you put torches out in your mouth. It's not a torch. It's not a trick. It's a skill. Drinking a ladle full of flaming liquid is a trick. He's up there bumbling around drunk, walking on the stage, bumps into my bucket. So when I go to do that trick, this is the opener. I pour a ladle full of flaming lighter fluid in my mouth and spit it out immediately all over my suit. My suit goes up. I put that out. My face goes up. I put that out, back and forth.
And obviously it's some kind of polyester nylon. It's
yeah.
It's a magician.
It's melting.
It's napalm
bubbling
now. It's
bubbling, as is my face. And
if you have ever seen the crying Vietnamese girl, the
that was me
photo,
3 weeks later.
That was him going ta-da.
So I knocked him dead. The country club people shut the fuck up.
That's why your gal
fast.
pal is hating our cigarette smoke. It reminds her of your burning flesh Holocaust smell of that night.
I didn't get to sue him because I was on the lam. Fuck that. So that's another bullshit about the war on drugs. I could have sued the fuck out of a state rep for catching me on fire, and I couldn't. I was flying
you
the
wouldn't
radar.
have won though. It's
Probably
the same
not.
way. Yeah,
but I could have fucked up his
it's
campaign.
like
Maybe
unarmed black man doesn't win.
Right.
Hey, yeah.
So after that, I've got to get off of this land. Bad storm's coming. Another dude I met said, "Hey, y'all got to. Why don't y'all come and stay in town? In some actual warmth." So here I had a wigwam that had a wood burning stove, gravity feed spring water, all of that. Go and stay in town in an all electric house. And then the worst fucking storm ever hits, and everything's covered with ice. And I would have been doing better in the wigwam because now everything's shut off. We're on the highest hill in Fayetteville. Nobody can get there to us. Yeah, toppest.
No, you're talking like the locals now.
Right.
You know how to fit in now by saying it's the toppest hill.
Against, So stay up there a little while, and my ex gets some work in town. I'm trying to still fly under the radar and still trying to blend in, get a gig at a local magic shop. I was a successful fart machine salesman for a while. I can say that is
a magic
how
shop
many
here?
people.
Okay,
how many people can say that
Whoopee cushions
they were
are your
successful?
bag.
Yes, I hard
What's
sold
holding
those.
you back from the whoopee cushion, ma'am? I get commission on this.
Oh, this was the new thing. This is when the electronic fart machines first came out. This was the hot number, man.
you.
Yeah, I made a lot of commission off of that. So worked for that guy for a little while. But then when it came time to make a paycheck, I'm like, can you just pay me like a contractor, like I'm a magician? Just pay me in cash.
table.
Oh no, he wouldn't do that. Wouldn't do that. Could not get his accountant to do that. So finally, just made a deal with him one day. He's look, I'm going to take some props in exchange because you shouldn't have hired me if you wasn't going to do that. You said that'd be cool. So I went on with that. And then my ex and I find some land out in the middle of nowhere again in Booger County, Madison County. Booger is the old word for ghost, hillbilly word for ghost. It's the old haunted county.
Gotcha.
And now I'm out there for about another 7 or so years, just biding my time, looking over my shoulder, worried the fuck that, an escape.
Farming the tomatoes.
And that's what I did. I started doing farmers markets, Well, no, I worked for Shine, Moonshine quite often. There was locals down the road that I could go and do some work for an old couple and get a quart of Shine and a chicken. And, it was great. It was fucking great. Work for tomatoes, and work for some smoke, that sort of thing. And my ex got a gig at the Access TV station. So still trying to fly under the radar under what? We're up to 4 or 5 names now. Then I become Jebediah Buzzard, the first Arkansas's
Great.
first.
No one would ever be suspicious,
especially with the
about
green
Jebediah
zombie makeup
Buzzard.
on, you know. So I
Wait,
start doing
hang on. You started with a fucking plastic sword and a Ren Fest, and now you're wearing alien makeup.
No, zombie, undead
Well,
carnival
the-
barker.
The point is, yeah, that's how you fly on the lamb.
Yeah, and then get in a movie with Billy Bob Thornton. Yeah.
It's actually kind of a good idea. You just put on some Spock ears and a fucking pig nose from the.
No one will ever recognize
Yeah.
it. Blend right in.
You know, so yeah, once I get out there, I start doing a horror host show that I just I produce from there, and my ex would. Yeah.
Like Sven Gulli.
Hey, may I plug that?
Yeah.
It's not on anymore,
Plug
but
anything
yeah,
you want.
look up Fright Time Funhouse or Jebediah Buzzard. Google it, you'll find some shit. You know, yeah.
You don't even know his background with
Oh, the horror
haunted
stuff,
houses?
absolutely. Oh no, I'm totally a horror. No, I've worked a lot of haunts. Yeah,
Yeah,
totally
we'll talk
into that
after
shit.
we're
Yeah.
done. I don't know.
But,
I don't know what chapter you're on.
Yeah. So we're getting towards the end. Yeah. So I'm out there, you know, Kingston, just biding my time with some hillbilly tree surfing. That's a sport I made up. When the creek gets so flooded that trees are washing down it, because at this point, my kind of an ex-wife is it's wearing on me. I would have divorced her the second year into the marriage, but we sort of ended up stuck together on the lamb.
Well, if you divorce her, she's gonna talk.
And that's and there was so many. The insanity that you have to deal with is endearing. Yeah.
We saw
This was
Casino with
fuck-
Robert De Niro.
This is fuck. Yeah, this
Sharon
is getting
Stone's
there.
on
This
tilt,
is-
but I gotta shut her up.
Oh, this is getting there. Yeah. And it's just starting to wear on me. Wearing on me like, fuck, I can't have a driver's license. I don't have a driver's license. I can't know that. I thought I could get one maybe as soon as I got here, but I was like, fuck, are they gonna? Yeah, chickened out. Thought I could get one.
By now, the internet's kicking in,
Right.
too.
Then it wasn't. I could have just got a driver's license. Everything had been cool.
You're going from like
So-
the late 90s to
And
mid
still-
2000s, and oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone knows everything.
And now they were still hardcore looking for me in Texas. They still kept calling my parents for this little bit of weed because the sheriff there had made this massive compound of a jail that he had to fill.
He's the Sheriff Joe Arpaio
Exactly.
of his time. Yeah.
Bringing in prisoners from state prisons.
He doesn't like a
violent
bad
offenders
beat.
because he gets that kickback from the state if they house them. My brother-in-law was a prison guard. Told me how it works. They bring him in overnight. They sit there in a gym overnight. As long as that prison number passes through the doors, spends a certain amount of time, they get paid $100 and something bucks a day per head. So that's what Weldon Lucas, sheriff there, was doing with state prisoners from, Illinois. There's fucking Chicago gangbangers in there with the passive hippies who they love to arrest because parents pay a lot of money, and they'll go send them out on the work farm. And it was just fill beds, with the people whose parents will keep paying money. It might as well have been Mexico, getting arrested in a Mexican jail.
Yeah, private prison.
And so they really were looking for that little bit of weed. So many people I know left Denton County for that. People left the country. I mean, people like just sitting in a living room. This guy has a warrant or has a bounty hunter after him because he didn't pay his bail. Door gets busted in, and everybody in there got arrested for a sheet of acid in the freezer. And no, everybody's going. So many people left, and the warrants got so clogged up in the system that after a while, and I kept looking for that lawyer with a flaming sword of justice. And I would talk to someone like, "This is bullshit. Yeah, we can get this cleared up." I find one here in town who's certified for Texas too. And they'd make some calls, and he'd call back and go, "Man, you need to just lay low, or turn yourself in." And they were serious. So
That's scary.
finally, that whole administration got an enema. I mean, my probation officer, the sheriff, the DA, and they just wanted to get rid of these warrants. So my folks had a good lawyer who was just folks had a good lawyer, and apparently he was like, "Okay, I know the DA. I'm going to make a deal." And I wouldn't sign it. I wouldn't agree to nothing. They called me up one day and said, "Look, this guy will get you out." And I'm like, I trust him as far as I can bounce him off a pile of dog shit, especially before. I said, "No, this guy is certain." I was like, I want a letter.
I actually took a moment in my drunkenness. Wait. No, it wouldn't bounce off dog.
Exactly.
It took me a second. Do you trust him or not? I loved the analogy, but I'm like, wait, dog shit. What is it? Firm dog shit. So yeah, that was my look of confusion. Go ahead. You don't trust the lawyer. Go ahead.
Right. So I said, if I get a letter signed from the DA, okay, I got a letter signed from the DA. I'm like, all right, I'll go back to Texas. And this has been, 9 years.
Yeah. And
I did go back scared shitless. My dad drove all the way down to drive and rode me back. And I was ready to hide in the fucking floorboard, but he's fucking, Arlie Ermy and, Hank Hill. So he's fine.
For the listeners that don't get the reference, Arlie Ermy is someone you'll fucking Google search because you're a piece of shit for not knowing the reference. I'm not explaining. Go ahead.
So I did go back.
Go ahead, Private Pile.
And by that time, my sainted grandmother had gone into total dementia, so that was the part that hurt the worst, seeing like nieces and nephews.
She's like 90.
Well, she passed away last year. But
Jesus, so she was 106.
Oh, my great grandparents, they were around when I was, in my first marriage. I mean, they were, 98, 99,
That's a living hell.
They were awesome. They were the shit, man. Moonshiners and all that,
But I'm saying, having to talk to people with dementia for 20 years,
No, she was in dementia for a good...
My parents died. Now I don't have to talk to my brother anymore. Like, I have no family at all. I love it. I have no obligations.
Yeah. But yeah.
Well, they're family. Yeah, you don't choose family. I choose... My friends are fucking great.
Yeah, right.
Family, you have to.
She was the one I could hang with anytime. She was the first family member I knew had my back.
Her aside from the fact that she was family.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I would have hung out with that old lady anytime. She was the shit. But so yeah, they send me the signed deal, and I get there, and my lawyer's not there. It's like down to the minute. I have to check in. Lawyer's not there. I'm shitting the bricks. And here he comes, and I haven't met the guy yet. And this guy I could see it's my hero. I mean, he looks like, he's like walking tall.
He's getting over there.
He's like cowboy hat. He's the Texas lawyer you would imagine. Cowboy hat, bolo tie. Don't worry, we got this. Okay. I walk in, and they immediately send me over to that box where you're not going to leave. And I'm like,
wait, hang on. I'm picturing the Russian box.
No, in court,
where they have a cage in the court.
Yeah, well, yeah. It might as well have been to me. There might as well have been razor wire and all that. But there's that area that if you go and you check in and you're not going to leave the courtroom that day, you're not going home, you go sit over here. Well, they sent me to sit over there, and I'm like, no, but I'm not supposed to. And the bailiff's like, calm down. We're not going to arrest you. I don't want to arrest you. You just a formality. This is already worked out. Oh, they already knew. It's already worked out. Okay. And I'm sitting there and you see my dad's back there like, fuck, what did I do? Because, yeah. And no, it was cut and dry. They were like, yeah, okay, we agree to this. And I was supposed to agree to losing, and now suddenly there's a check for a charge for a hot check, which I'm like, I closed that account a year before I left. There was a check that sent into the drawer in Kroger, and it ran out that was no good anymore, but they cashed it and then sent a warrant after me for that. And I'm like, no, but that's like, don't rock the boat. Just, you're getting off light. You're going to pay a couple $100 and you're done. You just go with it. Okay. And then they bring up we're going to revoke your license. I'm like, well, hot shit, that thing lapsed 7 years ago, So now what I've got to do, now I'd already checked, to get a driver's license in Arkansas, if my license had lapsed, I'd called early. All right, how do I get one? Let's say my license lapsed, I haven't had one in 7 years. And they said, well, you need an ID. And I said, well, I have one. Well, it has to be a current ID. Well, what about my driver's license? Well, is it expired? I'm like, yeah. Well, that's no good. I'm like, it's still me. I'm still me.
Yeah, see, he's getting me off topic again.
So they said what actually would work better, what works in Arkansas as valid ID is a Sam's card.
Just remind me, Chaille. I told you to remind me of something else I already forgot, but my driver's license story from California after we're done with this. Go ahead.
So, all right, but if you have a Sam's card, that's a valid ID in Arkansas.
Good.
It's as good as a military ID. No, I don't have a Sam's card. I've been living in a wigwam, So, okay, well, you have to take driver's ed with the high school students. And go and
your
what?
Belly
and go 2 years on a learner's permit.
If your belly's spilling over your belt, that's ID. Well, I'm thin. I've been living on a commie. Oh, doesn't that seems suspicious.
So I've already, like, well, what I'm going to have to do is get one in Texas real quick. Well, now they're going to revoke my driver's license. Well, fuck. Well, revoke it? It's already expired. How's that going to work? I didn't care. As soon as we got out of there, called her, said, I'm free, because we weren't married yet. We were still, we knew each other in college and then relocated each other 15 years later while I was getting married.
We've never covered when the ex left you during the...
I left her in a whirlwind about the same time that I
you
was
were still
getting
on
out
the
of,
lamb.
Yeah, but getting out of this shit. Yeah.
Okay.
And had my way out of the legal shit.
Okay.
And getting
So
out of the other
You used
hell.
that as the, okay, now we can part ways.
It was just all happening at the same time.
right.
About the same time we relocated each other. It was like,
and his
unfortunately,
lovely
you're married.
lady,
Yes.
who, I don't fucking remember her name, but she's a nice lady.
The Empress Shanti. She is the Empress.
Shanti.
Yeah. So I get the fuck out of there, and we haul ass to the immediate, like,
Chaille, there was a Coke here.
Coke?
It's in the fridge.
We go to the immediate most podunk town to go in and for me to take my driving test with my dad here present, driving me to take my driving test as I'm in my 30s, you know. So the little old lady is like, okay, well, the officer's not here, so you'll have to drive with me. Okay, I parallel park, I drive around the block, blah, blah. I get my little piece of paper it's written out that says it's my temporary driver's license. Good. Now they're going to mail it to my parents' house because I have to have a permanent address somewhere, you know, not Arkansas, but Texas. They're going to mail it there. Meantime, I come back, you know, get to come back to Arkansas with now I got a driver's license. And this is how I knew everything was just going to work out okay, because the first thing I did was I go to Walmart there in Abilene, Texas. And what I hear, I keep hearing Elvis playing. I'm like, that sounds... And I look, and there's the king right there. They have an Elvis impersonator in the Walmart in Abilene, Texas, performing just for me, just for the day I get free. And I'm like, fucking A, I bought my own razors with my own money and drove myself there and listened to Elvis sing for a while and sang a song directly to me. And yeah, that was getting out.
And now you're back here living off the grid still?
Yeah, well,
Not off the grid yet.
Yeah, as soon as I got, I had already left my ex. I was living in Eureka Springs before I got everything clear. And, we had located each other recording, and we're like, we are done with the dating thing. We knew back when we first knew each other that, the only person that made sense. And we're like, yeah, well, fuck, we're not done. We're done looking. Yeah, let's hook up. Yeah, good. We hadn't even seen each other in 15 years. And we, first time we do, as soon as I get my shit clear, we see each other and it's all good, and yeah, we haven't argued since.
You emailed me. I don't know how much I set this up at the beginning, but you emailed me with, you have this story about being on the lam for years, which I'm a sucker for. Even when people are like seriously guilty, but they break out of prison, because the prison system, the jail system, the justice system is so fucked. Jail is not, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So even when people are guilty of horrible shit, if they break out of prison, I'm rooting for them.
Yeah.
That's how fucked up your system is.
Right.
He fucked and killed a baby in front of a bunch of people, but he got out of jail, because jail is not... kill that guy.
Doesn't work. No, it makes everything worse.
Kill that guy. But don't, jail just creates worse criminals.
Right.
So when you emailed me, I said, listen, and I thought there's no way I'm going to be in any mood after a show to do this or before a show to do this. And I'm glad that we did this.
Oh yeah,
because this is a fucking fun story. And yeah, I would disappear for as long as I could before I went to jail, and I would kill myself before a root canal or just a strip search at this point. As I accomplished everything I need to do in life, and now I'm just trying to have fun. And if that gets unfun, I'd kill myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you're that age.
Well, and I just knew that, and it wasn't an option of, will I survive? I just know myself well enough, because it's only going to take, I would fuck up so bad. I would be in there longer. I would, because the minute somebody, told me you're going to do this right now, it's more than likely going to go fuck yourself, and that's,
I wrote,
thou shalt unto me, you're my enemy.
I used to write songs, and I wrote this little ditty called I fight authority, authority always wins. So I know what you're saying. I think someone stole that from me. Anyway, everything about it's just cruel. And I'm going to shut up. I let this guy tell his story. Now I'm drunker than I was when I started. I'm going to try to wrap it up in a nice little package. But no, you already did, Shane. And I'm really glad that we fucking took the time to do this.
Oh, I fucking appreciate it. People keep saying, "Oh, you gotta write a book." I'm like, yeah, I've started that. How many times? And the computer dies, and I lose it. Hard drive dies, and fuck.
Oh
I don't back shit up. I have a steam powered computer. I have a steam powered PC.
You have to
running
pedal
XP.
while you type.
Yeah.
Like the Flintstones.
Oh, that's for the internet. That's for the modem. The PC is steam powered.
Are you still doing a podcast?
It's kind of there was the Fright Time Funhouse radio sideshow, which I'd like to bring back. It's like old style radio horror show.
Anything you like.
Well, you can go to hear some episodes of the Church of the Hopeful Agnostic at the Facebook page, Church of Facebook at Hopeful. Facebook.com/Church of Hopeful Agnostic. I plan on getting back on that one eventually. And that's, we talk about, and also the Etsy page, Ozark Hoodoo and Curios, which does some shit will be coming to 212 Van Dyke Street very soon.
Bisbee, Arizona, 85603. That's my address. Send us a bunch of shit.
And I've been meaning to do that. I was going to bring a lot of shit for you. But
What's your P.O. box on a rural route fucking 2, box 7?
Yeah.
I'll write it down for you.
No, I was telling
Third
you.
hill over, third cattle guard past Booger Holler.
Take her right at the beer barrel.
See the
Fucking
big tree.
burned.
Leave it down at that big tree. The big tree? Yeah.
Notch in it.
Hanged Negro still there. They made it a historical site after Rosa Parks.
Well, I lived on one interesting in Booger County, Madison County. They have all of these other, I was looking at a map one day, and we lived on Penitentiary Hill the entire time I was on the Lamb, and Penitentiary Mountain, and the next mountain over is Negro Mountain. And I'm like, why would they name it that? Somebody said, well, that's not what it was called back in the day, but when they started to make the maps, they went, well, we got Penitentiary, we got we can't call it that no more, can we? So it became Negro Mountain. And I mean, I absolutely love this place. I mean, I would, when I did get out and I got free and was living in Eureka Springs, working in a haunted house. Actually, the guys I worked for at the haunt took pity on me. I got to live in the haunt in the background, so in the night I would go down and make monsters for them and then, live in the haunt.
All right. You know what? That's enough because now Chaille wants in the conversation, all the shit. I wanted to let you tell your story without jumping in too much. But there's a bunch of shit you said that we want to talk to you about off the mic. Just the listeners already know. Shane, thank you very much for doing this.
Oh, thank you. Oh, if I can plug one more thing that I forgot, because I'm worst. I'm so bad at marketing. I don't market shit. I've sold maybe 3 CDs in the past 5 years. But Cottonmouth Gumbo, look me up on Facebook, Cottonmouth Gumbo, and you can hear some songs and CDs available, as well as a Jebediah Buzzard CD on that Jebediah Buzzard page. So
good. All right, that's a podcast. Enjoy it, says Brody Stevens. I just plugged Brody Stevens. It's a podcast. Hey, do you want to play? Oh, wait. You have songs?
Yeah, I'll get them to you.
Well,
yeah.
Then we're going to close on, is there a name of the band or is it just you?
Cottonmouth Gumbo, my one-man band. This is the song written by my friend Peter Swinburne. This is called Debbie Hahn's Cocaine Train of Thought.
Good night. Beautiful.
Oh, fucking A, man. Fucking A.
That is not just an evergreen. You don't even have to edit that. There's nothing. You said nothing that you have to take out.
No, not at all. Not at all. That sheriff's dead.
This is an
And
evergreen
I love how you
meeting.
don't care that your ex-wife might potentially hear you call her.
I don't care.
I love that. Sorry, my bad.
This is one. It might not come out for a month.
Yeah.
Because we have
Oh,
to
yeah.
do shit in the
I
moment.
follow. I follow y'all shit. Yeah.
So,
You are listening to the Doug Stanhope Podcast.
Debbie Hahn's cocaine train of thought. Corn baby glass tits, warming and cooling. Painting her head colors. Fat men in purple sashes, twirling on pointed toes or sharpened feet. Arabesque headwear. And Mr. Hamamoto's bread thresher engine. Lend me your ears that I might flatten them underfoot. Chewed by gravel. Chewing gravel, I mount her on a staircase. Drink her, she is full of grotesque butterflies. Insects are up 20%. 30 in square-headed man. Bring back the mutton chop presidents. Spectacles on the bare and pulled back faces of dry women. Debbie Hahn's cocaine train of thought. A Sandra O type, but shorter and fuller face. This is Wanda, my cunt niece. Bring me my pencils, cunt niece.
Can't have me. Nope.